So this
75.
for a 3-0 lead. Top, so Teehan, and 3-0 the Irishman leads. And he's on the cusp of a 4-zip win against Jess Smith. Finals night field. Smith 160, and he's got 6 darts from here to get his first leg on the board. He may only need the 3. That's superb. That's some way to announce your arrival on the Super Series stage. The silencer with a big out, and back to 3-1 it is.
5th leg.
He could be punished because Teehan's got a match dart.
75. Jeff, you require
First
8.
match dart for Kieran Teehan has come and gone.
Double 4. To take us to a first and definitely not last final leg decider of the week. Leg success. And he's going to have 2 darts in his hand, a double 18, and he only needed the 1 in the end. And Jess Smith from 3-0 down has got the better of Kieran Teehan in a last leg decider to kick off the week. The silencer on the board, coming back from what was a quiet start to a big crescendo. That was how the game panned out from a statistical viewpoint. Smith the victor by 4 legs to 3. Coming up after the break, we're going to watch the other Canadian in action in this group, Jim Long up against Adam Mould. This would be some way to kickstart the week, wouldn't it?
108.
He's been playing all weekend. He's not needing long to get warm to the task. He's 3 good darts away from
82.
Joining the roll of honour.
Require 141.
Can the gentleman join the club? Dart 7 goes a begging. And even Adam Mould in the background was half cheering it in.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly the same thing. You could see the facial reaction there of Adam Mould. I think sometimes that's kind of Adam Mould's issue. He's almost too nice. If someone's hitting something against him, he's almost just happy to see
77. Jimmy requires.
I just wonder whether that's partly down to his background in the sport, which we'll talk a bit more about in the next leg, because Jim Long's on for an 11 darter here. This is superb.
Jim Long.
25 darts to complete the last 2 legs. 2-1 to Jim Long in a quality contest. He's averaging 108.08 to this present moment in time.
You kind of don't expect him to miss too much.
Tots for 110.
70.
And that would have been to have wrapped up a superb victory. Every single leg in this match has been won in 5 visits or less. If that trend is to continue, Mould has to take out the 89. And he does take out the 89. Back we go to 3-2. A high quality contest. Every single leg in this match has been won in 5 visits or less.
32.
This, the first leg, not to do so.
58.
This for a level game and to go all the way. And Adam Mould is really sticking to the task. He's playing against a player here in Jim Long who is playing to the peak of his powers.
It could go. Double 12.
114.
Adam Mould has had a match dart to win this match.
50.
Both players have had a dart to win this particular contest. But Jim Long's going to come back for a couple more at tops. And this time, Long does cross the finishing line. He gets the better of Adam Mould in a last leg decider. Mould, who himself missed a dart at double 12 on the back of the 138 to win the match. He grimaces about that. The pair have a good conversation about the game that they've seen and a high-quality contest that we've watched as well. For the most part of that game, Jim Long was averaging way in excess of a ton. It dovetails in the end down to 98.79, but them two have set their stall out for the rest of the field. We're now going to see Spee on debut in this Group A, up against a man who's made it through to the grandest of finals here at the Live Lounge, Michels. Everybody.
See, I don't think he's learning anything, because if we go back to that
41.
conversation earlier
Moreno
on,
requires 68.
he actually looked at the group and said, this is a group that could be a Champions Week.
Game
He
shot
knows the
third
quality.
leg, Moreno
The difference
Michels.
is he's seeing the quality now. He's up against the quality. Well, here for Moreno Michels, who knows he's got time on his hands. He's got 6 starts, maybe more here at
99.
tops,
Moreno, you
to
require
get the job
40.
done on his opening game.
Game shot
And here's a
and the
victory
match,
for Moreno Michels
Michels.
by 4 legs to 0. He gets the better of Arnie Spee in the space of 7.5 minutes. A 95.43 average. A real good performance that. 4 from 7 on the doubles. As far as Arnie Spee is concerned, he's learnt about the realities of the live lounge very quickly. So that marks the end of round 1 for our morning. Coming up after the break, we're going to begin the second cycle of games with the 2 Canadians going toe-to-toe. Jess Smith up against Jim Long. 128 players are in the same system. Should all get the equal opportunity. This is an opportunity for Long. The 150 doesn't go.
132.
Jess Smith
Jeff,
thought
you
it would. He
require
was nodding along in the
126.
background. Feels he's seen that before from Jim Long, who continues to be around the 100 average. But treble 19 leaves the ball.
101.
The whisker
Jim,
of
you
a wire
require
away.
18.
But it's small margins in a game this good.
Game shot
And
on the
Long moves
fourth
3-1
leg,
to the
Jim
good.
Long.
Now a leg away from his second consecutive victory.
He's got 3 darts to save the match.
Game shot on the fifth leg, Jeff Smith.
Well, he turned around a 3-0 deficit. Can he do it again?
See this contest through. There's the treble. But he has missed the big number, and he has
80.
presented an opportunity
Jeff, you
here
require
to Jess
108.
Smith to send us all the way once more.
This would really hurt Jim Long, because it'd not just be a level game, it'd be a breaker throw, and Jeff
Shot
Smith
on the
has
sixth
done it.
leg, Jeff
A
Smith.
huge 108 finish to break the throw, to punish the mistake of Jim Long.
To the ridiculous. And for
Game
the
shot
second
and the
game in
match,
succession, Jeff Smith has come back from 3-0 down to win in a last leg decider. He beats Jim Long in 7 in a high quality contest, which in the end was blighted by a plethora of missed doubles for the match. Smith runs out a 4-3 winner up against Jim Long. Coming up after the break, we're going to watch Moreno Michels and Teehan in action. Wow.
$108.
Max from Michels. He's himself on a ton after 12.
131. Moreno, you require 100.
And for the break. Tops. No, treble lead, double 10.
90. Kieran, you
And
require 40.
What's tops for the match? And it's a win for the Irishman. Teehan wins 4-0. A big win that for Kieran Teehan. He won 3 on the spinning at Jess Smith, lost in a last leg decider. Teehan wins by 4 legs to 0.
It's a finish after
Arnie,
just
you
9
require
darts.
130.
He only needs 1 treble to get a shot at the double. It's a dart at the ball.
Game shot on the third
Welcome
leg,
to the
Arnie
party,
Spee.
Arnie Spree.
But he
Arnie,
set
you
it up on a
require
silver platter.
155.
This would be for his second ton plus out of the match. Oh, it's
Game shot on the
superb.
fifth leg,
It's a
Arnie
spree of
Spee.
finishing from Arnie Spee.
Arnie, you require 78.
Tops to take us all the way again.
58. Adam, you require 76.
Well, this is for the match. He should be getting a match start. He will. It's at tops.
Game shot.
And it's there.
Match,
And it's a win for Adam Mould. A 4-2 success against Arnie Spee, who hit a couple of ton-plus checkouts in that contest. A real good game, that. 6 maximums, both players averaging 96. But Adam Mould got off to the strongest start of the two, and that was ultimately the reason as to why he prevailed. That the tail of the tape from that particular encounter. That marks the end of round 2 for our day. Coming up afterwards, it's Jeff Smith against Michels. Way across.
Jeff, you require 135.
And Jeff's already had 2 ton-plus outs today.
For a player who plays a lot of cricket, this is a real ideal finish. And that 25 looks inviting, doesn't it? You just knew that was going to go, and a great finish there.
Smith is back for the match. Double 9. Double 2. For the match, for the win, and it's 3 from 3 for Jeff Smith, and this time just a little bit easier. A 4-0 success against Michels. He's won every single match today by winning 4 legs on the spin. This time he's done it right from the get-go. At the tail of the tape, 80.16 average, 4 from 8 on the doubles, a 135 checkout in there as well. You'll be happy enough with the win and with certain aspects of that performance. Coming up after the break, Jim Long and Arnie Spee. This would hurt. Arnie's smiling because he expects it to go, and it does go. And Jim Long moves 2-0 up, courtesy of a 153 checkout for a 4-0 victory. And Jim Long is just continuing to deliver, winning the last 2 legs there in 25 darts, an average of 101.9, the first ton-plus average of the week. And he just makes it look like it was just a simple stroll. A 153 in the middle of that match really changed proceedings and really did kickstart the final assault to the line. A 4-0 success there for Jim Long. The final game of round 3 will see Kieran Teehan take on Adam Mould. Both finishes where a player should at least get a dart on a double at the end of the turn. And the dart for Teehan is at tops. And finds it first time of asking to get the better of Adam Mould by 4 legs to 3. It means it's 2 wins from 3 for the Irishman. He moves up to 2nd place in the table. For Adam Mould, it's a case of what might have been. Both of his defeats today have come in last leg deciders. That is how this game panned out from a statistical viewpoint. Coming up after the break, the beginning of round 4, it's Michels up against Jim Long. Forces Jim Long to take out his 2nd ton-plus finish of the day. Tops for 14 darts and the break of throw. This is a clinic from the Canadian to move on to 6 points in the group. To continue this incredible day. It's another great performance from the gentleman as Jim Long makes it 3 wins from 4. He gets the better of Michels by 4 legs to 2. He has won 15 legs today, Jim Long. 11 of them have been in 15 darts or less. That is the standard he is playing at. Those are the numbers. Impressive once again. 98.45 average, 4 from 11 on the doubles. You name the department, he's excelling in it. Jim Long, a 4-2 winner against Michels. Coming up after the break, we're going to watch Adam Mould take on Jeff Smith. Job done. And it may have to be the next leg. Because Smith's taken out the double 4 on the back of the 76. And now Mould is a hold away. Even as Smith hits a maximum here, it's in vain because Mould's got 6 to the 167. But what that maximum does do is just tell Adam that Jeff is on his coattails.
60. $58. Adam
For the match.
107.
And to become the first player to beat Jeff Smith this week. $
99. Jeff, you require 125.
Leave himself on double 4 if he returns. And it is going to be when he returns. To become the first player
82.
to depose of Jeff Smith this week, Adam Mould wants double 4. Beautiful guide. And he follows it in. And it is a win for Adam Mould. And Jeff Smith's winning one will end at 3 on this Monday morning. Adam Mould picks up his second win from 4 matches. He moves on to 4 points in the group. A good performance. 83-39 the average. 4 from 10 on the doubles. He beats Jeff Smith 4-1. Coming up next, Spee up against Kieran Teehan. Well, the 157 isn't going to go, and so Teehan tees up 60 for the match for a 4-1 victory.
Kieran, you require 60.
It means that Spee will be needing to beat Jeff Smith if he's going to put a chalk on the board today. Tops for Teehan for the match, for the win. And it means that we have 3 players prize at the top of the table on 6 points. Kieran Teehan getting the better of Spee by 4 legs to 1. Decent performance in terms of scoring stakes, although Kieran will be disappointed with the doubling. 4 from 17, most of those coming in the 1 solitary leg. A 4-1 success then for the Irishman against Spee. Coming up after the break, we're going to watch Adam Mould against Michels in the first game of the final round of fixtures. But this, the breakback opportunity for Mould, double 16.
Game shot on a second leg.
To square
Adam
this
Mould.
contest up at 1 apiece. You sense that that was the opening that Moreno's been waiting.
Moreno, you require 117.
A snarl of frustration on the face of Mouldy as Michels comes back for 117 and he's going to get a dart at tops. Oh, that's
Game
marvellous
shot
for
on the third
Moreno
leg. Moreno
to break the
Michels.
throw of Adam Mould, who had a dart himself to move 2-1 in front. Shovels across and finds a way in. And for the first time in this match, Adam Mould leads.
40.
It would move him on to 6 points in the group. It'd mean the top 4 players would be on 6 poits in the group. And that is exactly the case. As Adam Mould ends his day with 3 wins from 5. He's on the right side of the 3-2 scoreline. He could be happy enough with his progress today, Adam Mould. Some good performances in there, some good wins in there. But he knows that he's going to have to make a bit of a push when it comes to day 2. He beats Moreno Michels by 4 legs to 2. Now, there's a guarantee at the end of this game. One of Kieran Teehan and Jim Long will be on 8 points. Who's it going to be? Well, you'll have to join us after the break to find out.
You require 67.
What did we say about 5 visit legs in this game? Long on 67 after 12. This for 15. Did you expect to miss? Of course you didn't. 1-1.
And now, Jim Long making a move in retaliation.
108.
This has been a real duel, hasn't it? Long the fish. Can he net it? Can he net it?
145. Kieran, you require 83.
Long's missed a dart to break. Teehan, who had darts to move 3-1 in front, has a dart at the ball to move 3-2 in front, and now could find himself behind.
You require 25.
Long could be within a couple of darts here from throwing for the match. Throw for the match he will. 14 dart breaker throw for Jim Long. He's 3-2 to the good. If anything, Kieran Teehan should be sensing blood right now because Long's had opportunities to put this game away and he's looked fallible at the line. Double 8, and this is awkward because his darts stand up. He's not going to see much of this. What a dart under the circumstances and because of the fact that dart was blocked. It was almost an apology there from Kieran as he shakes the hand of Jim Long.
Position and put the pressure on Teehan here, who a lot of this shot really rides on dart 1.
Make sure the big number. He does. Tops of the match.
59.
Kieran Teehan has now had a dart to lead this table overnight. And now Jim Long returns. It may only be a dart at the bullseye in the end. He's going to get 2 at double 16. And he only needs the 1. And Jim Long is going to top the table after the first day's play, after Kieran Teehan himself had missed the dart to top the pile. It is the Canadian that is going to lead the way going into Tuesday. That is how that game played out. Kieran Teehan had missed the dart at tops to win the game himself, and Jim Long takes out the 89 in the last leg decider to win 4-3. It's going to be he who's going to be top of the table. One more game to go, and it could be the other Canadian, Jess Smith, that joins him at the top of the tree if he can beat Arnie Spee.
Jeff, you require 167.
Well, Jeff's got 6 here from 167 to take out the opening leg. Heads down to go up. Doesn't have to go for the ball. But he pins it. He fires it. A 167 for Jess Smith to add to his ton plus roll of honour. It's his 4th for the day. Pass that particular opportunity by. To finish on 8 points for the day. 4 wins from 5. It has been the day of Canada here at the Super Series. Jim Long and Jess Smith, the 2 Canadian players, are the top 2 going into Tuesday. For Arnie Spee, the results didn't quite go his way, but he's had that infectious smile from first dart to last. Meanwhile, for Jess Smith, it has been efficiency from first dart to last. 92.66 average, a 167 in there. A 4-1 win against Arnie Spee rounds off the day's proceedings here at the Live Lounge. Myself and Matthew Edgar are going to head next door to assess what we've watched on the other side of this short break.